Blackstone Audio presents Saving the Bill of Rights, Exposing the Left's Campaign to Destroy American Exceptionalism by Frank Miniter. This book is read by John Pruden. The Preamble. Liberty isn't liberalism. The only good bureaucrat is one with a pistol at his head. Put it in his hand, and it's goodbye to the Bill of Rights. H.L. Mencken. Though my wife made me promise to behave, I just couldn't fabricate a fake chuckle when a professor at a New York cocktail party quipped to a group of academics, "As Jon Stewart said, if the events of September 11 prove anything, it's that the terrorists can attack us, but they can't take away what makes us American, our freedom, our liberty, our civil rights. No, only conservatives can do that." Half a dozen acolytes laughed like school children, but the professor, who teaches English at a New York State university, noticed my poker face. A moment later he deftly moved within whispering distance before asking under his breath, "You're a conservative, aren't you?" I replied, "I cling to my guns and religion." His eyes flared mirth as he raised his wine glass to me as he said, "Sorry to be divisive, but I really don't understand you conservatives. But I do try. I even went to a tea party just to write down all the stuff on their signs. Then I went to my office and studied the slogans, thinking I could use them in class, as examples of free speech turned hate speech or something. But I still couldn't make sense of what those people were so miffed about. So I'll ask you, just what liberties do you conservatives think you're losing to us progressives?" The professor had an open-minded expression and a Ph.D. from UC Berkeley. He sported carefully trimmed sideburns, a silver stud earring, and clothes that fell out of style with Archie Bunker. He thought of himself as tolerant, worldly, and en vogue. He referred to himself as a citizen of the world. He protested against the Patriot Act when President George W. Bush was still in office. He believed gays should be able to marry and that marijuana should be legalized. I was the starchy conservative, so he didn't see how I could possibly be a defender of individual liberty. So I fired both barrels in the hope he'd do the same. Let's see. I'm disturbed when the Supreme Court redefines the Fifth Amendment to say it's okay for state and local governments to seize land from one private person so they can give it to someone they prefer. I'm opposed to any government that, despite what the Second Amendment protects, says law-abiding citizens can't defend their lives and families with firearms. I'm rattled that the U.S. Congress was able to take a...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?